It's been a deal 3 years in the making, and finally, during the recent Swift Current City Council meeting, Mayor and Council voted 5-2 in favor of a Memorandum of Understanding with IAFF Local 1318. Wages voted on during the collective agreement process include annual increases of 6%, effective January 1, 2009, another 6% effective January 1, 2010, and 6% for January 1 of 2011. The new collective agreement covers the period of January 1, 2009 through December 31 of 2011. Councillor Dennis Perot, along with his fellow councillor Dan Martins, voted against the Memorandum of Understanding. Perot explains his personal reasoning behind his vote.
It goes back to affordability, I think. All protective services, and it's not just ours, it's across the province, have unfortunately escalated above inflation at a rate much faster than inflation, and it makes it difficult for a city, for any community. So it's a challenge, and those are my two big issues that I had. Would have been affordability and the length of the contract.
Meanwhile, the city's mayor says the union had been without a contract since December of 2008. And following weeks of deliberation, it was realized that the MOU was more beneficial than letting the issue go forward to binding arbitration, which could in the end cost the city and its taxpayers additional dollars for the entire process.
Firefighters aren't allowed to go on strike, and they're not allowed to be locked out or whatnot. It's an essential service that our residents rely on. And we're just about 3 years without a contract, and sort of most of the key areas that were concerned even a couple of years ago in the previous council when negotiations were intact have been able to be resolved, I think, for both sides, and we're able to get an agreement and move on.
Wage amounts for the new contract were agreed upon following extensive negotiations and wage comparisons for firefighters in other communities such as Yorkton and North Battleford. Negotiations for the next new contract between the City of Swift Current and IAFF Local 1318 will commence in January.